This Adam and Eve theory, also known as the cataclysmic pole shift hypothesis, claims that many natural disasters could be caused by an extremely fast shift in the magnetic alignment of the poles. See the size of this tsunami. The theory claims that this would be small compared to what that shift could cause, which could result in waves over 2 miles high. It gets even crazier when you consider the wind and the water would still be moving at nearly 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. Listen to what they say next.
So the theory is that when that event happens, it's going to be cataclysmic. And here's the wild thing is that in that document, it says a continental-sized tsunami being 2 miles high. Well, I showed you the Emikusi volcano in Africa, in the Sahara, which is at 11,300 feet, that has salt as well as evidence of gastropods, sea life.
That's 2 miles high.
Yes. And I'm like, it would make a lot of sense. Like, if you look at the Bible and involving, like, Revelations, and it's saying, like,
6 days.
6 days, on the seventh day, God rested.
Rogan quickly asked what the science behind the complete reversal would be and how it would work. Corsetti's answer here is shocking, because according to him, the science indicates this event would be apocalyptic.
So, real quick, this is the part that sets me off about this is that any article you ever read on this, it makes it crystal clear that this will not be apocalyptic. Maybe we'll potentially have some satellite communication issues that could affect our power grid and telecommunication systems, and that's going to be unfortunate. But don't worry, it's not a doomsday. I'm like, okay, first of all, if the grid goes down, that is doomsday. But number two, they don't know what they're talking about, because they claim that the geomagnetic pole shift is because of the interior, whether it's the iron core or whatever it is, the molten core, does a shift, and because of it, that's why the compass will flip.
Take a look at this image. This shows the impact of the geomagnetic fields on ionospheric disturbances like earthquakes. If this is accurate, then it would be virtually impossible for such a magnetic shift to happen without causing extremely large natural disasters, as Corsetti is about to explain.
If you look at the nature of earthquakes, some originate in the crust, others originate in the mantle, in the parts that aren't solid. So I'm like, if you're saying that the interior that is molten does a shift, why on earth would you suggest that it wouldn't cause earthquakes or volcanic activity on the surface? So I feel like every article I ever read on geomagnetic pole shifts, they go out of their way to say, don't worry, it's fine. And I'm like, but yet the evidence shows that it's accelerating.
Take a look at this. This USGS article claims that more earthquakes are being recorded because there are more instruments that can capture earthquakes, but it also doesn't take into account the North Pole transitioning at a faster rate. Corsetti then explains that we're long overdue for a magnetic pole shift.
All the other volcanic rock for prior known pole shifts, because keep in mind, there's hundreds that are known. This has happened throughout millions and millions of years.